Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Scholar Budget podcast, where we help students earn a debt free degree and navigate finances. So, this is my first solo podcast. I don't have a guest, I'm not interviewing anyone. And so, I guess I just want this to be a part of my story, a part of my why, how the Scholar Budget came to be, and really just you understanding as a scholar and a parent what you can start doing now so that the money can come in when you're ready. Like, don't wait until senior year. Let's start taking action now. I've experienced in my own life, like all the little steps that I've taken have added up to something big, but it takes consistency. You're listening to the Scholar Budget Podcast, where we teach you how to earn a debt-free degree, grow your money, and claim every opportunity with your name on it. I'm your host, Raquel Bartoli. Let's jump right in. Have you ever taken the time to just reflect on how far you've come in your journey? Whether it be your academic journey, a relationship, your own self journey, or just any personal journey, right? We know that we started somewhere, we ended somewhere, or maybe we're still in the midst of the journey. Well, I had an opportunity to stop, just chill, because sometimes we're going, to stop and just kind of reflect on how far the Scholar Budget has come. Because really, I remember the day that the good Lord planted this seed on my heart to share with students and help students understand that there are multiple ways to pay for school and to understand how money works. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is because I didn't have it growing up. My parents and my grandmother, they did a phenomenal job raising me. But in every generation, things are a little different. So when I went to college, I was literally just figuring things out on my own. I knew I wanted to go to college. I knew I wanted to earn a degree, but I wasn't quite sure about how I would pay for it. So I just kind of rolled with the punches and I applied for the FAFSA and I applied for like one scholarship and ultimately, yes, did I get the bachelor's degree? Yes. Did I earn the master's degree? Yes. Did I become an elementary teacher and a high school guidance counselor? Yes, yes, and yes. But if I could go back and do things just a little bit different, I would totally put in the work so that I could earn a debt-free degree. You see, when I graduated from college, I left college with over $60,000 in student loan debt. And how I got there, well, that's for another episode. But what I did realize is this pain that I had as an adult of having these student loans, pull me down, it actually turned into a passion where I would be able to help students of all backgrounds, of all colors, of all income levels understand and see that there are multiple ways to pay for school. Whether you're going to college or a vocational school, there's so many options, there's so many opportunities. Like, we can literally stack these things, but you have to put in the work. So when does the work start? As early as possible. As parents, if you're listening, there are scholarships out there for students from elementary all the way to college. Granted, the scholarships and contests for elementary and middle school are a lot more slim than high school and college, but why not start having those conversations with our kids about scholarships and even practicing? So, for example, my daughter applied for the Doodle for Google contest slash scholarship last year, and she didn't get it, but that's okay because she already has an understanding of what scholarships are, and we're going to keep applying. And students, listen, it's never too late to start positioning yourself for these opportunities. So we know, hopefully by now, that there are lots of scholarships out there, right? Scholarships for students who are academically driven, scholarships for students that wear glasses, scholarships for students that are gamers. Name it, and there is a scholarship out there for you, multiple. But we all know that these scholarships and opportunities and internships and all of these great things that exist, they come with requirements. So even if you're not eligible based on your age or grade level right now to apply for a specific scholarship or a specific internship or program, what we can do is start positioning ourselves to qualify. So, what does that look like? Well, if you're going to be applying for scholarships that are based on community service and leadership, then right now is the time to start developing your community service and leadership skills. So, whether you go out into your community and serve, you can partner with a local church, you can partner with a nonprofit organization, or even within your own school. I'm pretty sure if you reach out to your counselor, to your advisor, to your principal, to your teachers, you can find a way to serve right in your school. And so, what happens is when you start to apply for these scholarships and all these opportunities, you have nothing but greatness to share about how you impacted your school, how you impacted your classroom, how you were able to collaborate with a church or organization, and how you served. And most importantly, what are the takeaways? Because hopefully you're not just serving to get the scholarships, but you're developing that ability to communicate. You're developing that ability to not make things all about you, because sometimes it's really easy to do that, and I know that because I've been there, right? But it allows us to focus on the needs of others. And when you're able to articulate that, right? How I developed my leadership skills, I was able to help teachers, I was able to, serve with the church, and we were able to feed people during the holidays. And oh man, how it impacted me, how it helped me to see that, you know what? Sometimes in life, we can get so caught up with what's going on in our own lives. But when we have this opportunity to serve other people that have a specific need, whether it's a teacher or someone that is homeless or whoever, right? We get to see that we're fulfilling a need, and it really does something for us internally. And it helps our pocketbooks when it comes to paying for school and getting those scholarships. And then when it comes to leadership, there's so many ways that you can start developing your leadership skills. Again, reach out to your counselors and your teachers and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm getting ready to apply for some scholarships in the next couple of years. And I know that there are so many leadership scholarships out there, but I don't quite feel like I have all of those leadership skills and I want to start gaining those skills. What do you suggest?" So listen, leadership is your ability to serve others, right? And we did that through community service. Leadership is your ability to collaborate. Maybe there's projects you're collaborating on. Leadership is your ability to find a problem. It could be in your school, it could be in your classroom, it could be in your community, and then create a game plan to address that problem. And now you don't have to do it by yourself, right? If you have friends or peers that agree that this specific thing is a problem and you want to improve it or you want to change it, and collectively you work together to solve that problem or make it better, friends, that is leadership. That is your community service. And so when you get to those stages of being able to apply for scholarships, you don't have to think like, oh my goodness, what am I going to say about leadership? What am I going to say about community service? Because you've been doing it all this time. And the truth is, it's never too early to start doing this. If you're in elementary school, if you're in middle school, if you're in high school, if you're in college, there's always room for us to serve. There's always room for us to develop our leadership skills and, develop those things that are ultimately going to position us to have better essays to submit for our scholarships. And when we apply for these internships and all these various programs, right, we're qualified because we've been doing the work. So the Scholar Budget is here to help students earn a debt-free degree. Our goal is to help students see that there are so many opportunities. I mean, we are so blessed to have an abundance of opportunities, But friends, we have to position ourselves. We have to be ready so that when the opportunities come, we apply and we secure it. So again, reflecting on my journey, did I know that I would have a podcast for the Scholar Budget? Absolutely not. Did I know that I would be able to collaborate with phenomenal programs like Trio and Gear Up to help their students truly understand the scholarship process through my scholarship bootcamp workshop? Absolutely not. Again, it was just a pain that I had knowing that I had these student loans, and I took that pain and transferred it into something that would do good. So I hope you stay connected and that the Scholar Budget is a blessing to you. And the only way that it can really be a blessing to you is for you to take action, right? So with each episode, you're going to hear information, whether it's from me or various scholarships or various people. One of my amazing coaches, Denard Mitchell, shared with me at the beginning of my journey for entrepreneurship and becoming a professional speaker. He said, Rocky, listen, information without implementation leads to frustration. Again, he said, information without implementation leads to frustration. So if you find yourself frustrated with not being able to pay for school, trying to figure it out, you're doing it on your own, then friends, implement the information that you're learning so that you can see your dreams move into reality. All right, take care. Bye. Hey there, I hope you were taking notes and you're ready to implement what you heard. If this podcast inspired you or helped you in any way, I would love for you to subscribe, follow, and share this with a student, parent, or educator you care about, because sharing is caring. Also, your feedback means a lot. So please leave a written review of this show on Apple Podcasts. And if you ever want to connect outside of the podcast, you can find us at The Scholar Budget on Insta or the Book of Faces. So until next time, shine bright and put in the work so we can make those dreams a reality. Bye!